Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. And today's video, as you can probably guess by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be covering and discussing the big issue that has just happened, which is the most expensive store bundle we have ever seen in a Call of Duty, and the bad precedent this is going to set in the future, and kind of why I'm going to discuss with you the big issue around this, and also to warn you guys, no matter how much you love Call of Duty, no matter if you can afford this bundle or not to pay for this bundle, regardless of how much you might want this weapon, you might want the fact that it's a weapon vault. I'm going to discuss that all today, but today we are covering, of course, the first 3,400 CUD point bundle in a Call of Duty game. Ever since they added CUD points into the game, of course, we've had store bundles, we've had God knows what. You can buy skins, you can buy weapon bundles, weapon vaults. I say weapon vaults, we haven't seen too many over the years since they started weapon vaults, but they do have weapon vaults, and this is one of them that's just been added. And it is for the WSP9, which isn't really one of the best guns in the game even. It's probably maybe a top 3, top 4 SMG. It depends. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. It doesn't really have the greatest colors ever. It has, you know, tracers, etc., death animations when you kill someone. It's nothing too crazy about it, but it's a weapon vault. And basically what a weapon vault means is when you change the attachments on the weapon's actual design in that doesn't change. Like, you keep the weapon design in that. I also am pretty sure this would mean if you don't have the attachments fully unlocked, you would actually get all the attachments unlocked, which at this point in the game's life cycle shouldn't matter if you are someone who was looking at buying this bundle. You should probably have this gun fully leveled and not have to have the need to actually level up the weapon to get all the attachments for this weapon. But I imagine this would allow you, if you don't have the weapon leveled up, to be able to use this bundle and use any attachments, no matter what, with the colors that go with it and the traces, etc., and not have to lose the ability to lose the traces and that. And the big issue around this is this is not worth 3,400 CUD points in any way, shape, or form. And I believe they're testing the waters here, and this is why I'm kind of pre-warning you guys today. Not that many of you would need this warning anyway, because I feel like some of you don't buy these sort of store bundles anyway. But I'm just putting that warning out there because this is going to set a bad precedent for the future of Call of Duty, and a very big issue in the future when it comes to releasing things that you might actually want in the store. So this, of course, is costing 3,400 COD points. It's a weapon vault. It's not even for the craziest gun, one of the craziest guns in the game. And I believe they're testing the waters with this because they're testing how far and how much people are willing to spend on these store bundles before it gets too far, before people start to say, hey, I'm not paying for that, this is too expensive. And this, I believe, is the first big test of that. This is a £30 or $30, whatever it may be in your currency, store bundle. This is basically half the price of the game. And at this point in the life cycle, I imagine this game costs even less than $60, $70 now. It's probably, you can probably get it for about $50 maybe, if you're lucky and find the right retailer for it. This costs more than half the cost of the game at this stage of its life cycle. That is insane. And that's just for one store bundle. This is one weapon. This isn't a universal skin or anything. This is one weapon that you have to use in order to take full advantage of this store bundle. And I think this is going to set up the future for us to see things like 4,000 COD point bundles. And we're talking those insane skins that people want to have when they like add Snoop Dogg or Nicki Minaj or any other cool creator or people, you know, that people are fans of. I feel like we're going to see 4,000 COD point store bundles very soon, and I can't talk about them in this video, I don't think, because they are leaks, but there are leaked future store bundles coming. I'm going to just say one of them, I believe it's called Warhammer. Don't know too much about it myself, but I believe it's something that's very popular. That is something, from what I've seen based off of the skins and stuff, that you can go look up yourself. I am obviously not going to put them in this video because I fear of getting copyright strike by or getting a DMCA from Activision, of course. But there is videos out there over Twitter, etc., where you can see these bundles and what they look like and stuff. And they look really cool. And they look like something that I believe Activision would be looking at pricing around the 4,000 COD point mark. And this bundle might be the testing wars to see if they really do think they can get away with pricing something at 4,000 COD points and selling it to us, you know, the people who play the game. And that's why I'm warning you guys today to not buy this store bundle, regardless of how much you might like it. You might like the WSP specifically. You might, for whatever reason, like the color scheme in that, which I don't think is that crazy. We've had a lot cooler weapon variants than that for way less in this game. And I even did a video discussing this a few months earlier, talking about that store bundles need to change. And, well, it seems that fell on deaf ears, right? Obviously, Activision probably didn't watch that video. No, I'm not a massive channel by any means. But if they did, you know, they probably didn't take any hindrance or any sort of, I don't know, a look into what I was saying. Because as you can see, since that video, we've now got even more increased prices to store bundles. And it's not a good precedent, right? It's getting worse and worse by the minute. And the problem I have with it is, and I know some people are going to sit there and say, well, you don't have to pay for it. And I get that. I absolutely get that standpoint. You do not have to buy these things, right? They're there to be bought. It's your money. It's your choice at the end of the day. But I feel like this is just wasted, right? It's completely wasted, and that argument is kind of null and void, because what's the point in making these store bundles when very, very few, and you know, we'll call them like whales because that's what they're called in like the to like gaming companies and that. The people who spend huge amounts of cash will spend £1,000. Basically, FIFA's a good example. People buy packs and, you know, try and pack the best players in that game. There are people who spend money on packs all the time, $10,000, £10,000, whatever it may be, to pack the best players. In this game, a little bit different. There's nothing paid to win, really, at least so far. You know, sometimes they do step over the line a little bit and release something that's paid to win, such as DMZ in Modern Warfare 2. They start releasing pay-to-win things, but they do try and test the waters a little bit. And right now, we've got store bundles that are costing so much that basically the only people who are going to buy these store bundles are going to be the whales of the game. The people who have the £1,000 lying around can buy whatever they want. You know, the rich millionaires, billionaires who may play this game in their spare time, because they are out there. As much as you may think, you know, everyone's just a filthy casual and, you know, goes on their wage day to day, sort of like myself and you guys maybe, and, you know, can afford a decent bundle here or there. These bundles aren't going to be, you know, affordable to us, right? There's no way you'd be able to afford 3,400 cut point bundles consistently at being a price point of about £30 to $30 every single time. Imagine if everything in the store right now, which is about 12 to 18 things that you see on a page, cost 3,400 cut points per bundle. You would not be able to afford that, okay? For $30, £30 a spin, just to use a weapon or a skin in a video game. For a game that costs $70 at launch. I think that is absolutely absurd. And I want you guys to let me know down below what are your thoughts and feelings as well, whilst I'm also kind of ranting and raving and trying to talk about my thoughts and feelings. I haven't had a lot of negatives to say about Modern Warfare 3, and I know this isn't really Sledgehammer's, like, you know, fault for this, I guess. They don't really decide the store bundle price. At least I don't think they do. I do believe this is all Activision and kind of their marketing team, etc. And, you know, people who control how much things cost and stuff and price points and all that sort of stuff. I haven't had a lot to say and rant about in Modern Warfare 3 because I think Modern Warfare 3 is a great game. But regardless of how good a Call of Duty game is, even if this was Black Ops 2, right? Let's say this game right now we're playing is Black Ops 2. There is no excuse for anything to be 3,400 cut points in this day and age, especially with a game that you have to pay for. There isn't things in, at least I don't believe so, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, there's not things that I've seen in Fortnite or Apex Legends. I think Apex Legends actually might be a bit different. I think there's a bit of an issue with like trying to get, I can't remember what they're called, but there's these specific things that are very, very rare to get and you have to spend like so much money to get. But I'll take Fortnite, for example, a free-to-play game. You do not see things in the store for absolutely absurd price points. And again, like I said, I've made a video previously talking about this, kind of like my idea of how this should change. And that if you guys want to check that out, you know, I'll leave a link in the comments down below or something, or you guys can see it in the description, etc. But they should have been improving this system. They should have been making it better for the consumer. And of course, I imagine their data suggests that people spend on these bundles anyway, regardless. And they're now testing the waters. And I say going too far with it. This is too far. 3,400 cut points for one weapon. One weapon, one skin for a weapon that has traces, etc. And it's not even that cool of a weapon. It's not even that cool of a skin. It's not even that cool of a traces. For 3,400 COD points. And the problem is, if people buy this bundle, we will see 4,000 COD point bundles. It will happen, no matter what. Like, you guys might deny it and say, oh, they won't go that far in that. They will. They are testing the waters here. They are trying to take it as far as possible and see at what point the consumer says, hey, that's too much, we've had enough. And they'll be able to tell this by their data. And of course, this video isn't going to reach anyone and everyone. And there are people who, you know, don't look at YouTube and will still buy that bundle, you know, don't watch videos and that. And that's a big, big issue. That's very scary to think of because we're basically going to be priced out of buying anything from the store. And again, I know people will say, well, you don't have to buy stuff. But should you really be priced out of paying for something in a game, you know, that you might want to use? I don't know. But you guys let me know down below your thoughts and feelings. Do you think this is going too far? I personally think so. I think this is a step too far. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.